In this question, we are given that Bob plans to run south along a river and then turn around and return to the parking lot, running north along the same path. We are given that the distance that he has already covered is equal to 3.25 miles south, and we are given that he decides to run for only 50 minutes more. So the remaining time is equal to 50 minutes. Now we are given the rate at which Bob runs, which is equal to 8 minutes per mile. We have to find out how many miles further south can he run and still be able to return to the parking lot in 50 minutes. Now this is all the information that we can get from the question. So let's move on to step 2 and understand how to proceed with the solution. Now if the rate at which Bob runs is 8 minutes per mile and the distance that he has already covered is 3.25 miles and the remaining time he has is 50 minutes, then the distance he will cover in the remaining 50 minutes will be equal to 50 minutes divided by 8 minutes per mile. This gives us 6.25 miles. So in the remaining 50 minutes he will cover a distance of 6.25 miles. So the total distance of the whole journey from the parking lot till he reaches a point near the river and then returns back to the parking lot is equal to the distance that he has already covered, which is 3.25, plus the distance that he will cover in the remaining 50 minutes, which is 6.25. This is equal to 9.5 miles. Now since he is going to cover equal distances from the parking lot to the end point and from the end point to the parking lot again, so one way's distance will be half of the total distance, then that is equal to 9.5 by 2, which is 4.75 miles. Now using these information, we find out how many miles farther south can he run and still be able to return to the parking lot in 50 minutes in step 3. Now one way's distance is 4.75 miles and the distance that he has already covered is 3.25 miles. So the remaining distance will be equal to 4.75 minus 3.25 miles, which is equal to 1.5 miles, which is our option A.